got a lot of things to get to because it's the end of the year, and our next pay-per-view is Final Resolution. Everybody ready for that? I'm going to ask the panel right now, what do you resolve to do by the end of the year? What is going to be your final resolution for 2011 as we wrap it up here in December? Way back when, back in January, you came out with some New Year's resolutions. Now you just have a little bit of time to finish those up. What do you resolve to do by the end of 2011? Let's take her for a spin. Start down here with the Pope, D Angelo Dinero.
Well, BJ, I respect you tremendously, and being that I am your Pope and everybody else's Pope in TV land and web land, you have to understand that right now, at this very moment, a year from this date, today starts a new year. So when it comes down to Pope, final resolutions, New Year's resolutions, mine start every day when I get up out my bed, and it's completed from the time I lay down that night. Because tomorrow, my friend, isn't promised to this Pope, that BJ, JB, Robert T, and anybody else. So every day is a new year as far as Pope is concerned. So I don't have any New Year's resolutions. I get up, I make it happen, and that's that.
I'm not sure what he just said, but that is fantastic. Inspirational, my friend. Inspirational. Down here at the end, Robbie T, what do you think? Your resolution for 2011 yet?
Okay, I can kind of relate to what the Pope, you know what I mean? I'm not the type of person to set resolutions for, you know, the beginning of the year. You know, if I like to do something, I like to do it now. That's right. But, you know, every year, I mean, we've only got like a month left, and every year I like to go back home to Wales in the UK, back to my hometown of Swansea, and you know, right now they got a storming football team, the Swans, and I'll be sure to go there and make sure they're on top, because if not, they better look out.
Okay, all right. You're just kind of threatening your own team then. That's basically what that basically happens. All right, fair enough. We appreciate that. Get on the ball, boys. That's it. How about this, Jeff Hardy? What do you resolve to do yet?
I would say a springboard. That's not going to happen this year. But, you know, I have a YouTube channel. It's Jeffrey Hardy Brand, and I've you know, fulfilled a lot of visions I have. I brought them to life. And by the end of this year, I want to do Craft in America. I have it in my mind, but I got to bring it to life.
What is it?
Craft in America, yeah.
Craft in America?
That's it, yeah. So be on the lookout, Craft in America.
Do we ask? Can you give us any more details?
Just wait.
Just wait
by
and
the
watch.
end of the year, yeah.
Craft in America, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first.
Yeah, all right.
Look out for that. See the previews of that deal. Val, what do you think down here? What do you resolve to do yet?
I'm learning French, and I'd like to maybe be fluent by the end of the year. Hey, get your minds out of the gutter. The language, the French language, so I'm studying that.
You're studying French.
I am.
Okay, resolve to do that. Very nice. All right, next question. Ladies and gentlemen, on the wall of TNA headquarters, you walk in, and there's a big picture of Hulk Hogan and a big picture of, oh, look, it's yours truly in London, Wembley Arena, ladies and gentlemen. All right, when you walk in, look at that. That's a beautiful picture.
Nice plug.
Yeah. So I'm asking, what's hanging on the wall in your crib, at your place? I'm going to show you mine right now. You ready?
Yeah,
right up on my wall. Those are two Jeff Hardy original paintings of Pride of Joy right there hanging on the wall.
Nice.
Jeff, I appreciate that. I admire your artwork gratefully. Absolutely.
You got them too, and
Did you pay for those, JB?
Oh, my goodness.
I got to ask you now, what's hanging on the wall of your place? What is hanging on the wall? What's your pride and joy? What's up on your wall? Let's take her for a spin. Val, let's start with you.
I have a very prized possession on the wall. It is a picture of myself and Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia from Star Wars.
Princess Leia
Yeah.
from Star
Oh, yeah.
Wars.
I know celebrities, by the way.
Yeah, you're hooked up.
Kind of a big deal. Yeah.
All right. Robbie T, what do you think?
JB, when you look this good, in your house, all you need is mirrors in every room. Because when you want to go into a room, you need to remind yourself how good you really look.
Wow.
When you're 6'5", 320 pounds, you need to look in every mirror that you go in and just check yourself out. That's just the way that I do it in my place, man.
Unbelievable. I was going to say, it's like a fun house.
When you look this good, that's just the way it does.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeff Hardy, what's hanging on the walls of your place?
I'm going to take the art path as well. You know, there's a lot that's very special to me, but this is the primetime example of taking something that was a mistake and turning into something extremely cool and magical. It's a painting called Sciaticus, and it's beautiful. You got to see a picture.
Let's. We have a photo of that. Let's take a look now.
Sciaticus.
Sciaticus. All right. Hey, very nice. Wow. You've got a gift, my friend. You definitely have a gift. Pope, what is on the wall in your place?
I got to tell my boy Hardy, that was very nice, my friend. But I think it fails in comparison just a little bit to my boy Harv Da Illustrator, a good friend of mine, a very free-handed artist, man. And he made this masterpiece of Pope. And you know what? I cherish it. somebody do something for you from the heart, I couldn't hang it just on the wall. I had to give it its own special place in my office. BJ, why don't you show the folk
All right,
this
let's take a look at that.
masterpiece?
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good work. Oh, we have a lot of artists here.
That's my boy, Harv Da Illastrator. Much love, Daddy.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to say this side wins. You got mirrors. You got Carrie Fisher on this side. Okay. All right, we got one last question, and that is this. Very interesting because we meet a lot of fans everywhere we go. This pan perhaps is the most fan interactive wrestler in the history of the industry right here, with the amount of work you do with the fans.
Nice cover up.
What I'm going to ask you is, what is your most interesting interaction you've had with a fan? You know, everything is different. Every experience is different, and it's memorable for the fans, memorable for you. What is the most interesting fan interactive experience you have ever had? Val, let's start with you.
I've actually had this happen a few times. I'm always asked to take off my shoes and pose barefoot. Is it weird? Is it weird that I did it at FanFest?
I'll take
My
creepy
feet
for
are
1,000, Alex.
priceless,
That
yeah.
is just weird.
Is it weird that I did it?
Is it weird that you did it?
I accepted the challenge.
I mean,
Why
would
not?
it be even more strange if we asked you to do it right here on the spin cycle? I mean, come on, let's see those things.
No.
Get off the...
No way.
I'm going to ask her to do it in about 5 years when our career is winding down.
Wow.
So she's going to have a big...
Wow.
Wow.
That's right, Daddy.
Yikes.
Robbie T, what do you think?
You know, I think every fan interaction is always crazy for me personally because, you know, again, I'm from Wales. I mean, it's always crazy for me when I meet someone and fan interaction. I've actually had someone from the same town as myself, so that's always a strange experience. You know what I mean? It's always a good one, but you know, you never expect it. So you know,
Sure.
that was pretty cool.
No question. Pope, I want to know, strangest bit of fan interaction you've had?
BJ, I like the way how you know, don't correct Pope, that is BJ. Okay. I love how you covered that up. Yeah, in the history of the industry, give it to that guy right there. But as far as TNA goes, Daddy, there's no party like a Pope D Angelo party, and when Pope is in the midst, great things happen. I had this partner, Daddy, whatever you want to call him, TNA Fan Nation fan down in Atlanta, GA, and he wanted to show Pope his skills, so Pope gave him a platform to show his skills, and he didn't quite deliver, so Pope had to, you know what, BJ?
Well, why don't we, I think we have footage of this. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is Pope now, and let's take a look at this footage.
Freestyle it, Daddy.
That's the way we go. Direct Lotto is your only show. So we're going to do it big and we're going to do it live. When it comes down to Pope Daddy, you all jive.
Oh, my gosh. You got him, my
That's
friend.
Pope, boy.
I'll
That's
tell you
Pope,
what,
boy.
that's what separates the trees from the shrubs right there.
I got a little bit of skills, man. I can rap a little bit, you know.
All right. Well, let's hear now from you. Jeff Hardy, you have had so much fan interaction, no question about it. Anything that stands out in your mind?
Yeah, actually, somebody brought this up to me in the airport the other day. There was, I want to say you were there, and I want to say there might be footage of this moment, but we were in some little hotel bar, and I think Shannon Moore was there. There was nobody on the dance floor except this one old guy. I'm not sure how old he was, but he was out there just feeling it, just grooving to the jams.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I think Orlando was there, and I was like, man, what if we just went out there and jammed with him, you know? Because I always love seeing that when nobody cares about what people think. They're just feeling the music. So,
Oblivious.
I went
It's like
up.
Val, anytime after midnight.
Oblivious, yeah. I just went out there and broke it down under the strobes, the other lights, and what a moment, man.
All right, you guys want to see this? You want to see Jeff Hardy? I have this footage. Let's take a look now. Oh, okay, there he is. He is on the He's got some moves. And here comes Jeff Hardy. There's Hardy on the dance floor. That, my friends, that's some incredible footage.
All right.
But wait a minute, there was more, because look who joined him on the dance floor after this. Oh, it's Earl Hebner. It's Earl Hebner.
That's right.
Who knew that Earl Hebner had the moves?
Very cool.
That's it for this edition of the Spin Cycle. We'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for our panel.
All right.
Pope, Jeff Hardy, Val,
Thank you.
and Rob Carey.